Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Class 47 Peter YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be taking a look at the Bachmann Class 43 Warship. The Bachmann Class 43 has been out for some years now. It's something that I've been meaning to get my hands on for a long time, ever since I sold on my Class 42 Warship to replace it with the 43. But I didn't get one until now because I was buying other models that were coming out. And so previously this week I thought, right, it's high time I got my hands on one of these models. I've been wanting to get one for a long time now, let's get it done. So when payday arrived, some of the money went on this. The one I've gone for is 842 Royal Oak in the BR Blue livery. And I've gone for the BR Blue livery out of all the liveries I've done because I think it's a really gorgeous livery. It suits the loco rather well. If I was going to get a Warship, it had to be one in BR Blue, because I think it's a rather smart looking livery. And also I think it will go very nicely with my North British Warship that I own, which is in the BR Blue livery with the half yellow panel. And I might have to get these two double heading at some point, so that will make a rather interesting double header, I think, in the future sometime. So without further ado, we'll get straight into the unboxing and we'll take a look at the model. So here we have the Class 43 Warship out of the box. So now we're going to move on to the detail. So to start with, we have metal unsprung buffers. I don't have much care for the sprung buffers. I've explained enough times why in my previous videos. But the buffers are made out of metal, so that's nice. On the front of the loco, we have separately fitted lamp irons. We have the train reporting number 6V77. You've got warning signs, crisply applied, and separately fitted chrome metal handrails. This model also has working lights, which you'll see later on. We have glazing in all of the windows and separately fitted window wipers. Inside the cabs on both ends we do have interior detail. None of it is painted apart from the seats, but all the controls are there. They're just not painted, but I'm not really fussed about that, to be honest. Moving down to the bogies now. And what I find interesting with some of these diesel hydraulics, the Westerns and the Warships, is that usually with the bogies on most diesels, you have the bogie frames that hide the wheels. But in the case of the 42s, the 43s and the 52s, that's not the case. The wheels on the bogies are exposed, and I think that looks really rather interesting on these locomotives, in my opinion. And also the detail on the bogies is very nice. It's all accurate to the real prototype. I especially love that spring there in the middle. You know, that looks fantastic. Moving on to the body side windows, and what I love is that if you look inside the windows, you can see that the engine for the locomotive has been modelled. As you can see, so you've got the engine room in there, which has an engine in it. Not a real engine, of course, but you do have that detail there, and I think that looks fantastic. It's not something I'm going to be paying too much notice to all the time when the model is running, but to look at it now, it looks fantastic. And there's also some nice detail on the fuel tank as well. Underneath the fuel tank we have these on and off switches. So these are to control the tail lights and the cab lights, so you can either have them turned on or off. I've got both of them on. which I'm going to keep on because I like seeing this model with the lights, so I think it's quite nice to see. Moving on to the livery application, which is very nice. There's no errors in the paintwork at all. It's a very nice even coat of paint. They've got the correct shade of warning yellow and the BR blue, which again I think is a really smart livery. You got the loco nameplates, Royal Oak, and the BR double arrow logo underneath there, and the loco's running number, which are all crisply applied on the body sides. You don't get any etched metal nameplates with this model, but I'm not too fussed about that because I think that they can be acquired from elsewhere, but I'm going to leave the printed nameplates on because they still look nice, I think, in my opinion. Moving on to the roof detail, we have loads of rivets on the roof. You've got the exhaust port, and also you've got the grills on the roof with the fans underneath, which they are there and they are separately fitted. So that's a stunning bit of detail. Moving to the other side of the loco rather quickly, on this bogie here we have a speedo cable that has been separately fitted. On the fuel tank on this side you do have some detail on it that is painted, but it is different to that on the other side, but it does look rather nice. And on this end of the loco the train reporting number is different. It says 1A75. All the detail on there is the same. You got the separately fitted handrails and the lamp irons, etc. So overall then, Bachmann have captured the overall look of the prototype very well. It really does compare well to the real thing. And I think the detail on this model is superb. So I'm very happy to finally have one of these in the fleet. So before I get this model on the track, I'm going to show you the detail parts that are fitted to the model. So this is the end that I've chosen to have the front of the loco. With my diesel locomotives I always detail one end and leave one end not detailed, because otherwise the couplings will just catch on the detail parts. So I've added the dam and all the buffer beam detail, as you can see. Some of the bogie steps have been added, but not all of them. I've only added the ones that go under the doors. I've added the roof vents. I've had them so they're open, because that looks quite interesting to look at. And I've also added the lifting eyes. The roof vents were fairly easy to do. The lifting eyes, they are a bit fiddly to do, I have to be honest, but when they are fitted to the model, they do make a difference. As you can see, I've fitted a hump coupling, and I've also added the jumper, as you can see there, the MU jumper to be precise. Like I say, I've left that end with no detail on it other than that jumper there, and then you have the other bogie steps on the other side. So most of these detail parts are slotted into place without problems, which is good. So now I'm going to get this model running on the track. So now we come to the running performance for the Class 43 Warship. Straight from the box, as you can see, she's a smooth runner. No motors burning out or jerkiness with the running. It runs exactly as it should, straight from the box. Some of you might be able to notice some things that have changed on the layout and new things that have been added. I am in the process of filming a new layout update video, which you will get to see soon, which will explain all the things that have been done on the layout. I'm getting this video uploaded first and filming it now so I don't get a backlog of videos, because I've already got a couple waiting to be edited and uploaded. So very pleased with this model. So I've turned the lights off in the shed. I have still left the shed door open, but I have turned the lights off otherwise so you can see the light on this model better. And you can still see them better even though that the shed door's still open. So for the lights we have the interior lighting inside the cab, which you get in the one end. For the headlights you've got the train reporting numbers in the headco boxes and one of the smaller lights that light up just on the front. And on the other end for the tail lights, or in this case a tail light, it's that smaller light just there. So now we come to the loaded test run for the Bachmann Class 43 Warship, and she's pulling the rake of Bachmann BR Blue and Grey Mark 1s. There are 7 of these coaches here, all of course fitted with hump couplings, and as you can see, she can stroll away with these with ease. No problems here at all. And I'm sure you'll agree with me that these coaches really do suit this locomotive. Another reason why I bought a Warship in BR Blue livery, so it can go with these coaches. And they suit her immensely, they do. I mean, just look at that. So that now brings me on to my conclusion for the Bachmann Class 43 Warship. And overall, I think the Class 43 is a great model. Diesel hydraulics might not be to everyone's liking, and that's fair enough. But if you do like your diesel hydraulics, then the Class 43 is definitely something worth getting. I highly recommend this model. I can't really fault it, to be honest with you. I'm happy with this model, that I've finally got my hands on one. And I would like to see Bachmann relaunch their Class 42 Warship at some point, using the tooling possibly from the Class 43, which they can do, because all that's different between the 42 and the 43 are the engines. They're otherwise the same thing. So that'll be nice to see in the future. I also want to say a big thank you to those who enjoy doing what I do on the channel, whether it's these review videos, my real railway stuff, or any of the other content I put out on the channel. To those who enjoy the content that I produce and keep coming back for more, it really does mean a lot, and that's why I do this at the end of the day. So to those who enjoy doing what I do, highly appreciate it. For those who don't enjoy doing it, they can go elsewhere at the end of the day, and I'm not really bothered. What matters to me is that people enjoy doing what I do and I come back for more, and that's why I do this. So it really does mean a lot. So that brings me on to the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy. As ever, if you like what you see, subscribe to the channel. Feel free to check out my other videos on the channel if you wish, and smash the like button. And I'll see you again next time. But until then, stay safe and take care.